Hey, hey, my joyful people, it's Kimberly. How are you doing? Man, it's been a couple weeks since I've been here. Last week I came in and I did a bar class for my Share the Joy. I hope you enjoyed it. Today I want to come to you and kind of talk a little bit about viruses in general and what a virus does to the cells and how with this COVID-19 it's a little bit different. Not different, but why it's impacting respiratory systems so much, and then give you some things that you can do at home if you find yourself with a virus. Hey, Todd, it's good to see you. So the first thing I want you to understand is that all viruses attack cells, and they're looking for like a pathogen in a sense, like it's looking for, or a parasite, like in a sense. Just go follow me, work with me. So it's almost like it's going into a cell and it's taking the actual like material that it needs to reproduce. So like cancer cells, things like that become. So as it takes those cells out, or that material that virus needs out, it leaves a quote unquote dead body. Like the cell is a dead body, okay? So think about that. Now, if you have a virus that is attacking the respiratory system, and these viral cells are coming in to attack, these pathogens are coming in to attack healthy cells, what happens is that all of a sudden, as the cells start to die off, these like quote unquote dead bodies, it's almost like dead bodies laying in your lungs. Now, there's mucus. Mucus is not great, but it's not bad. It is used in the right way. It is used to flush things through our system. But what happens is if all of a sudden there's a backup because you can't get that, the mucus can't get out because of the quote unquote dead bodies or the cells that are there. So it's, think about, for ladies, we especially know when you go get your nails done or your pedicure done and you have like calluses on your feet, that dead skin. Well, imagine that dead skin, those dead cells, like the way that they sit on your feet, sitting in your lungs. And then things can't pass through and you can't breathe. So what's going on with this virus is that these cells are viciously attacking healthy cells. The cells are dying off and they're not able to pass through. So like mucus, why when you cough things up or you get it out, it's helping to get the dead cells, the dead pathogens out. And so now you're finding that people are in the state of having pneumonia. Now, if you find yourself in that position, hey guys, I'm not really stopping to say hello. I don't even have my glasses on, so I can't see it. I'm thankful that you guys are here. But I just want to get this information out to you. I do a lot of research. I'm always looking for things that are sound. I'm not looking for stuff that's just like out here. So if you don't hear from me, it's because I haven't found any, in a sense, sound information I want to pass on to you. But this is sound research and sound information from a nurse. And I want to make sure that you help you understand what to do. So if you find yourself in the space of having any respiratory issues, but especially with COVID-19, if you can help it, I would not go to a hospital. Go if you need to. I'm not telling you not to go. Please don't say Kimberly Joy Morgan said, don't go to the hospital. But if you can, if you're healthy and you are able to breathe and get through, I want to give you some pointers if you find yourself or any family member in this space, all right? So the first thing is understanding that a fever is not bad, okay? We always want to take something to reduce our fever. That's not what we want to do in some instances because the fever kills the virus. The hotter temperature, the virus cannot survive in the body. So if you can stand it, don't take something to reduce your fever. I know that sounds counterintuitive to what people say, but please, please, please do me a favor and try your best to allow your body to fight it naturally. Now, if you get up in that 103, 104 range, that's dangerous. That's kind of seizure area. So then yes, with Tylenol only, you would want to try to control your fever. All right. I'm just letting you know. But if you can stand it, please, by all means, allow your body to do what it does naturally. Now, here's one of the things. You don't want to take covers on and off, on and off. You want to keep your body warm, and sweating sometimes is sweating out the toxins and the things that you need to get out of your body. So staying where your body doesn't have to fight so much to regulate its temperature is going to be best. So keeping covered up with blankets, the house may be a little bit warmer, things like that to regulate your body heat. Stay hydrated. If you don't, when you have a fever, you're going to sweat. sweating, just like if you were on, I live in Florida, it's hot. Those guys that play football, the reason why it's called Gatorade is because of the Florida Gators. It's because they sweat so much that they would end up needing an IV, or they would become so dehydrated they would have body cramps. You want to make sure you stay hydrated, because if you dehydrate, you will then have to go to the hospital, and then they're going to give you an IV, and in that IV they're going to give you salt and sugar. So what do you do if you find yourself at home? Don't just drink water. This is the one time you're going to probably only hear me tell you to drink something like that you can get your hands on, like Gatorade, Powerade, or Pedialyte, things like that. Those are things that are helpful, that are going to give you. You're going to need sugar for energy. You're probably not going to want to eat. So you're going to need a little bit of sugar for energy, and you're going to also need the salt for the body. So having those things on hand, very important to make sure that you stay hydrated. I'm trying to see what my next note is. Okay. Keeping the lungs moist is also very important. So taking hot, steamy showers, as hot as you can. If you have essential oils, therapeutic grade essential oils like I do from Young Living, you can use something like peppermint and eucalyptus as a drop in the shower to help open up and expand the lungs. You can also put a drop in your mouth and breathe through your mouth as you're taking that shower to open up, okay? That's one of the things that you're gonna wanna do. So you're gonna wanna keep that lung capacity open. Also, if you don't have any Young Living oils or things like that, what I want you to think about is getting your toothpaste. And while you're in there showering with this hot steam, brush your teeth, okay? Please don't swallow the toothpaste. That's not something you want to do unless you have like Thieves toothpaste. But if you don't have Thieves oil, or you don't have essential oils, I doubt you have the kind of toothpaste that I'd want you to swallow. So I want you to brush your teeth, spit it out, but then breathe that in. Okay, so that's one of the things you want to do to help keep yourself opened up. Moist lungs, steamy shower. The next thing, like I said, peppermint, eucalyptus, globulus, that kind of thing. Brush your teeth. Okay, I told you that. Bronchial dilation, because that's what's happening, is to help loosen up the phlegm. And remember that if you cough and you're home and you have something going on, if you can get a wet washcloth and put it over your mouth and your nose and actually cough into that, that actually will make the lungs expand more to break up mucus, okay? So that's something that you can do. Somebody's saying something. Okay, people are, I think, tagging folks. So that'll help break up the mucus. So coughing into a cough drop, into a wet washcloth and towel. Even if you tried it now and you feel good, you'll see the difference of how that presses on and expands the lungs. The other thing that you want to think about doing is, my notes are kind of all over the place, breaking loose congestion, all of that. The next thing is, if once the fever breaks, once you're in a place of feeling a little bit better, you're going to want to make sure you eat well. You're going to need more energy so that your body and your cells can reproduce and you can get healthier. If you have trouble keeping something down, and this is why I said 2 weeks ago when I gave you the things that most people don't think about buying at the store, get bone broth, not chicken stock, not chicken broth, bone broth, because that's going to give you some of the nutrients that your body needs, especially to heal the lungs and to heal the digestive system and to help with repopulating the gut with great bacteria, and also collagen, which helps to line and repair. Please do that as well. So using that in that time frame, and it's even drinking something warm, liquid, and even like lemon water, those are all things that will help to break up mucus, all of that. And then also moving around. So once you feel like you can move around, do move around, guys, okay? Get moving in the room as much as you can, because the more stagnant you become, the greater risk there is for just your body to start to deal with pneumonia, those kinds of things. And now here's the one thing that I want to tell you with breathing that's really, really important. If you can purse your lips, it's going to look kind of weird, but I'm going to still show it to you, and you breathe in and out like that, and you're by yourself. Remember, we don't want to do this around other people right now. That can help expand the lungs. So making sure that you're breathing deeply in and out, it increases lung capacity. So think about how you want to do that even now in helping to increase oxygen to the body. I'm telling you all, you got to stay healthy out here. I know there's a big debate on whether to mask or not to mask. I say mask, because even a little bit, if you can reduce the amount of exposure that you have to something, your body can fight off. I know every time I go out, I use my Thieves oil spray, all that kind of stuff that I've created for my mouth. gargle all the time, anytime you're going out, those types of things, because the more you can reduce your exposure or kill something before it actually sets in to the body and goes down into the lungs, the better off you are going to be. So I hope these things were helpful for you. I appreciate each and every person that has jumped on. Remember that fevers are God's way of killing the virus. So if you tend to see that you have a fever, I know a lot of times we want to control it. If it's not up there in that 103, 104 range and you can tolerate it, please, by all means, let your body do what it was created to do, because it will only make things go a little bit faster. I am not a doctor, so you can take this and throw this out. You can vet it. I encourage you to vet it. I encourage you to go out and research those things on your own. Like I said, don't label this as gospel, but there's some pretty sound advice that's in here that's lasted, and some nurses that have given me some information that I wanted to share with everybody. So I pray that you all are staying safe and healthy. I love you all. Know that I'm researching, and when I come up with stuff that I see that could be helpful, I assure you I will provide that information to you. So peace and blessings. Remember to share the joy by hitting that share button if you feel so inclined. And until next time, I'll talk to you later, and do all things in your life with joy.